Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today we have something very special. I'm going to be showing you some of the closest matches and some of the best replays I had in this season's global tournament. As you can see, we're going to be playing a deck that I've honestly never played before. It's the typical Mighty Miner, Evolved Firecracker, Hog Rider Earthquake deck. However, I do not have the Evolved Firecracker. That's the only difference between me and the pros. You can say that's the difference. But all of these matches, I think we're going to be doing 3 matches, are extremely close, and you'll enjoy every single part of it. I'll be giving you some tips and advice on this deck if you ever want to use it, while I'm actually showing you the games. So stay tuned and let's get to it. So this first game, you can see we're playing against a sort of log bait which has lightning for some reason, and it has of course the princess and the bomb tower and as well a mighty miner. So before we start, one of the main considerations you have to have when you're playing with a champion such as the Mighty Miner is that once you play them, they are removed from your cycle because there can only be one of them in the arena at the same time. So for example, if right now I play a Mighty Miner and I play a Firecracker, I can cycle back to the Firecracker by only playing 3 cards instead of by playing 4 cards. And that is something that you want to abuse in these kind of matchups. For example, you can see that my Firecracker died, but I have her as the next card, since our Mighty Miner will not cycle back since he's a champion card and you can only have one of him at a time. So that you can actually win games by remembering that. For example, if it's a very tight game in the end, you can play a Mighty Miner in the back and then you have an extremely fast cycle and you can Earthquake cycle their tower or something like that, and you will actually get a pretty big advantage by doing that. Or for example, if you want to cycle Hog Riders to beat their bomb tower or something like that, you can do that by having a Mighty Miner and you will do it a lot faster. So you can see that he's actually, I believe that one of his win conditions is lightning. For some reason he's lightning almost everything, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing to have or not, but oh bueno. We're gonna with our Hog Rider to the right and a prediction log to kill all the goblins and the ice spirit. Those prediction logs are insane. I think it's the best feeling in the world when you get a prediction log with as much value as that. He placed his bomb tower, so we're gonna go with a Hog Rider to the left and an earthquake to actually kill the goblins as well. Right now we're equal in damage, but we have the same damage done to both his towers, and his damage has only been done to our left one. Look at that log, we almost missed it, but it hit both the Mighty Miner and the Goblin Barrel. We're gonna go with an earthquake that would also hit the tower. The Hog Rider could have gotten to the tower if it hadn't been for that log, but oh well. You can see that his princesses are not being as annoying since we're finding ways to actually fight them off. Right here, for example, the Firecracker is almost going to kill that princess, but the princess is only going to be left with 1 HP at the bridge, gets 1 hit, and we managed to kill it off with a nice spirit. At this point, we know that we're going to have to actually cycle his towers with an earthquake. You can see right there, we actually caught his princess with the Mighty Miner. One of those things, if you see that your opponent is playing a princess at the bridge, honestly, it's pretty common for him to actually play that. What you want to do is calculate when he has a princess in cycle, and whenever you know he does have a princess in cycle, you just play something in the middle, such as a Mighty Miner, the goblins, or something like that, so that in case he places a princess at the bridge, you can actually catch her and not let her do damage to you. Here we're going to quickly cycle back to that. We're going to do an earthquake. He's going to have to waste a Mighty Miner to defend it, and an ice spirit, which only lets us get 1 hit on his tower, but regardless of that, we're actually ahead on damage. Not anymore because of his lightning. Here he does a log. The log doesn't kill my Firecracker, so we're okay. We do a Hog Earthquake and then log on defense. The Earthquake is going to keep doing a lot of damage, but he's defending really well with a lot of cards. I think it's going to go for another lightning. He doesn't go for another lightning, but we defend. So we attack really quickly. The Ice Spirit actually dies. The Earthquake gets 1 hit to the bomb tower, and the Hog manages to get a hit on the tower to leave it at 420. And then we're just going to keep pressuring. We have a faster cycle. He's not being able to cycle bomb towers. And even if he was being able to cycle bomb towers, we're doing so much damage with earthquakes that it really doesn't matter. He used a lightning there, but it's too late. We're ahead, and we managed to take this game 1. So next one we're playing against Blueberry. You can see right there his badges. He's a good player. He had a top 1000 finish in one of the seasons, and he has the 2022 badge. He's playing Bridge Spam, so this is going to be a fun deck. You have to keep in mind that I have I don't think I've ever played the deck I'm playing right now. It's my first time playing it, and it's a global tournament, and I'm facing these type of players that have been playing their deck for so long and are really good with them. But I have to say that we actually played this game extremely cleanly. You will see right now. I think he activates his tower with a bandit. Of course he does. So we're gonna want to defend with as little elixir as we can, which is gonna be an Ice Spirit and a log to actually hit his tower. And then he also shows us that he has a queen. So the good thing about this matchup is that he doesn't have any buildings, so we're gonna be able to get some damage with our hogs. The bad thing about this is that he has, first of all, that he's a very good player. Second of all, that he has elite barbarians, which are honestly gonna make my life hell if I ever get distracted or make a mistake. But you can see that Mighty Miner gives us so much value by taking out both the queen and the royal ghost. We go with a Hog Rider in the middle and with some an Ice Spirit in case he played the elite barbarians. That Ice Spirit allows our hog to actually get one hit on the tower. We log the magic archer and we goblin the bandit so that our towers are more or less equal in damage. And right now, this game is pretty equal. Nothing too intense has happened. He has a king tower activation though. And we're gonna defend his queen with a Mighty Miner again. He has the elite barbarians on cycle right now, so we have to remember that playing a hog right now is not the best idea. Again, we're gonna earthquake the tower right now just to cycle, hit both towers and the magic archer, and we're going to play some goblins, then log it, and then play the Ice Spirit and the firecracker, since we're not really sure about playing the bomb tower. I think we wanted to actually keep it, but oh well. We're gonna play a Mighty Miner in front of the firecracker to let her live. The firecracker should hopefully lock onto the queen. And we're going to play some goblins so that the firecracker can get one more hit on the queen right there. That's pretty good. We're going to log it out and she'll be just with no health. We're going to, again, earthquake to cycle and to get back to my cards. We're going to Mighty Miner the ghost, and then we're going to bomb tower the battle ram. That magic archer right there is on range for our bomb tower, but we actually log it back, so that's a bit unfortunate. But our firecracker is actually able to finish it off. We hog right here. We're gonna Ice Spirit, and we actually managed to pile up together the ghosts and the elite barbarians, which is pretty good because the firecracker manages to do so much damage to them and almost kill them. We're gonna bomb tower again to the left side. Here comes a very scary push by him. The bandit is gonna lock into the tower. The Mighty Miner does not fall down on time. The magic archer thankfully dies. And the ghost is going to focus on my firecracker, which at least saves us from a lot of damage done to our tower. So right here, we're going to focus on the queen with our firecracker. However, this spirit is going to heal her up really nicely, but our firecracker is going to take her down eventually. We're going to go all in here on the left side. The firecrackers are just too strong, but our hog still manages to get one hit, and the firecracker splashes the tower a lot, so we're able to equal the damage on both of them. So right now, he's winning by a 500 damage margin. It's honestly a lot, but I think it could be worse. We can do a lot better. We're gonna defend it with the bomb tower. Triple elixir just hits due to overtime. We stop the battle ram. He plays in a heal spirit and the bandit to just kill me off. The bomb actually helps the firecracker kill the bandit, and that queen is gonna die to our firecracker, I think so. Yes, she is. She's gonna still be alive. So that's really clutch. Look at the value that firecracker is actually getting. We put a hog to kite the elite barbarians back. Our hog actually gets one hit. Our firecracker is alive again. We have two firecrackers right now on the field. The Mighty Miner is going to fall with a nice spirit. That firecracker actually dodges the magic archer hit. The bandit, we protect our firecracker with the goblins. We actually get another hit with our Hog Rider, which is pretty good. We're going to want to try and kill that queen with our firecracker, but that's not going to happen. We're going to place a bomb tower and a log to get the queen away from our tower. We're going to play another earthquake to get some more damage, and you can see that right now we actually managed to take this game home. It was a very difficult one, but at the end, thanks to our keeping our firecrackers alive. We were able to get so much value from them and actually win the game in triple elixir in overtime. So now we're going to be playing against this graveyard deck, which has become very, very popular recently. It was very popular a couple of years ago, and I guess that now it's back and people have found that it's pretty good. So it's really unfortunate every time that you play Hog Rider and they instantly tornado you and activate your king tower. But oh well, that's sometimes, you sometimes have to deal with that. The good thing is that this deck has Earthquake, which is honestly a pretty solid counter to a graveyard. Whenever they play a graveyard, you want to wait like 1 or 2 seconds and then play your Earthquake, and that way you will kill a bunch of the skeletons that are actually coming out. So this deck is really bad for Hog Rider. As you can see, he has 2 very good counters. The Tombstone basically shuts down your Hog Rider for less than 1 elixir when they have their King Tower activation, and their Tornado will it also counters your Hog Rider for a +1 elixir trade for them. So that's pretty bad for us, but we'll find a way in the end in overtime and everything to get around them, maybe spell cycle them out and just try and deal with their graveyard in the best way as possible. So you can see there the Tornado again. We managed to get 2 hits on the King Tower, only 1. That's not the best start, honestly, but oh well. We're gonna Mighty Miner, I think, at the bridge to kill the King Skeleton King, and he shouldn't pop his ability, so we will be fine. Plays a Tombstone. The bad thing about the Hog and the Tombstone is that if you play your Hog on the other line, it will still get dragged to the Tombstone for some reason. So we play the Hog Rider right now that his Ice Wizard is focused on something else. Our Hog actually goes onto the King Tower again and gets 1 hit. At this point, his King Tower has as much health as his other tower, but here comes his Scary Push. We actually go for Goblins instead of the Earthquake. We forgot about the Earthquake, and he poisons and gets so much damage into their tower. Honestly, 1 more push and he'll be able to take it down. So yeah, that was not the best defense from my part. I forgot I had Earthquake since I don't play this deck very often. I did not do the best job over there. We get 1 hit on the tower, which is honestly a success if you're playing Hog Rider, but it's a bit lame that 1 hit is the only thing we're gonna get. There goes our Hog Rider again onto the King Tower. I think this time he gets 2. Yeah, he pops his King ability for 2 elixir, and honestly, it does nothing. We're able to shut it down with some Goblins. His King Tower has a lot less health than his other towers. So right now, I don't know how he's gonna start defending, because if he keeps tornadoing onto his King Tower, he might be in trouble of getting 3 crowned by a Hog player, which would be pretty weird by him. So we go with Hog to go along with the Goblins. We actually send the log. The Ice Wizard is going to get killed thanks to the Firecracker, and our Hog actually gets 1 hit, which is pretty good. We put our Firecracker right here so that she splashes onto the tower, and we're going to go with another Hog Rider over here. We're going to log the Tombstone, I believe. No, we're going to focus first on defense by defending the baby dragon with a bomb tower, and the bomb tower actually manages to defend the left side as well. I think right now he's trolling because he could just graveyard poison my right tower, and he's not wanting to do that. So that's a bit, honestly, apart from being toxic, it's just lame. You could end up losing your game if you keep trolling like that. He's gonna Tornado back, we're gonna Earthquake, and now he has both his Tornado and his log outside of cycle, so we attack again. He's gonna be spending a lot, but he's gonna Earthquake it back again, and our Hog, I think, should get at least 1 hit. It gets 1 hit, which is pretty good. We have 2 Firecrackers on the right side right now. We log the Ice Wizard. We're gonna Earthquake over there. We're gonna go with a Mighty Miner on the Skeleton King to kill it off, and on another Firecracker on the left side. We're gonna Hog over here, and if he plays a Tombstone, we're gonna honestly log it out. We're gonna go with an Earthquake right now to kill the Ice Wizard. He's gonna start freaking out and playing poisons on the right tower, because now he's gonna stop trolling since he knows he's honestly pretty close to losing. He's gonna Tornado onto the King Tower. The King Tower is honestly in 1,200 health. That's pretty dangerous for him. He's gonna poison. We're gonna Mighty Miner. There's only 10 seconds left. Our Hog Rider is gonna launch on the left side. It's gonna get obliterated by a Tombstone. No, it actually survives the Tombstone thanks to our Earthquake. It's only gonna get 1 hit, and it gets last hit. So thank you guys for watching. That was it. If you liked it, like and comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on future videos. I'll see you in the next one.